So, let's start with today's topic, that is verbs. Verbs are of two kinds, finite verbs and non finite verbs. So, first of all, we will talk about finite verbs. Finite verb changes its form according to the person, number, and tense of the sentence. All the sentences have at least one finite verb. If they don't have, they will be called phrases. For example, we are brave girls. So, finite verb in the sentence is are, which is governed by the subject, which is used according to the subject, and our subject in the sentence is we, which is plural. So, we use are with the plurals. In the next sentence, Sahil cooks tasty food. So, what is the action going on in the sentence? Cooking. So, what is the main verb? What is the finite verb in the sentence? Cooks. Now, come to the third example. Divya plays drum set in school band. So, what does Divya do? Divya plays drum set. So, what is the finite verb here? Plays. Now, non finite verbs. Non finite verbs are derived. Derived means taken. So non finite verbs are taken from the verb, but they actually act as different parts of a speech other than the verb. They are not governed by a subject and hence do not change their form with person or number. They do not change with a change in tense also. There are three types of non-finites. We can easily remember them with the help of an acronym. PIG. P stands for participles, I stands for infinitives, and G stands for gerund. Now, we will talk about participles. Participles are of two types, present participles and past participles. Present participle. It is an ing form of base form of verb which acts as an adjective. For example, the creaking door woke up the baby. Here, creaking is present participle as it acts as an adjective. It is describing the noun door here. Look at the second example now. The dancing doll is my favorite. Here, dancing is present participle. It acts as an adjective as it is describing the noun doll in the sentence. Now, we will talk about past participle. Past participle. It is the third form of the verb which acts as an adjective. His car is washed. Here, washed is the past participle which acts as an adjective. It describes the noun car. How is the car? Washed. So, washed is adjective here which is describing car. So, it is acting as a past participle in the sentence. Look at the second example now. Terrified, the girl hid behind the thick bushes. Here, terrified is the past participle which acts as an adjective. It is describing the noun girl. How is the girl? Terrified. So, terrified is past participle which is acting as an adjective in the sentence. Let's talk about infinitives now. The infinitive is a base form of the verb used in a non-finite way. Though infinitive is basically a verb, but it is working in a non-finite way. Generally, to is placed before the base form to make infinitive. It carries the function of a noun. As we talked about participles, present participle it, and past participle, they act as adjective, and infinitive works as a noun in the sentence. Look at the examples now. I love to hear songs. So, what I love to hear songs. Here, to hear is infinitive, which acts as a noun. He wanted to become a doctor. So, what he wanted to become? What he wanted to become? He wanted to become a doctor. Okay? What he wanted? He wanted to become. So, to become is infinitive here, which acts as a noun. Whatever you are getting in the answer of what is known as noun. So, these examples are of infinitives here. Now, there is important things to note down. Infinitives can be used without to also. It is not so that you will be finding infinitives always with to. If the finite verbs are help, dare, let, make, need, observe, fall, hear, see, watch, behold, feel, etc. In these cases, infinitives are used without to. So you have to be very careful. If your finite verbs are any of these verbs, your infinitive will be used without to. For example, you can see Nina did not dare disobey her father. So here, disobey is used as infinitive without to because finite verb is dare. Look at the second example now. I heard him shout. Here, shout is used as infinitive without to because our finite verb is heard, which is past form of hear. So, you have to be very careful about these words if they are in a finite form of verb in your sentence. So, your infinitive will be without to. Let's talk about the next non-finite verb, that is gerund. Gerund is an ing form of base form of verb which acts as a noun. It may follow adjectives, prepositions, and other verbs. It may come in the beginning of a sentence as a noun. For example, singing is my hobby. Here, singing is gerund, which acts as a noun. What is my hobby? Singing. Look at the next example now. I am tired of waiting. So, I'm tired of what? Waiting. So, here waiting is gerund, which acts as a noun. Note, it is very important for you people that both gerund and present participle are ing form of base form of verb. But you have to keep a thing in your mind always that gerund works as a noun and present participle works as an adjective. I hope that the chapter is clear to you people. All the things are very well described in this session. But if at all you feel any problem anywhere, feel free to discuss it in your online session. Thank you and take care of yourself.